Hey guys, it is Tuesday. Sorry the video is late. My wife and I both had doctor's appointments this afternoon, and took a lot longer. Got to off to the doctor before you know, so no need me to go over it. Let me start by saying I'm not in any trades, none, not in any. So I'll go over the ones that we had. Of course, I've been telling y'all all last week, looking for a move on the pound dollar, which of course happened. Big move, actually. That's over 200 pips right there, that move. And that's since August the 8th, and here we are at the 13th, so in 5 days you got 200 pips right there. But of course that's if you got in the right place, and you did have a good opportunity right there. But it did run away. I'm expecting it to come back to have another opportunity after this move up gets done, which it may not be done just yet. The Aussie dollar, I'm going to squeeze that in. It's been a buy, even though it does have a sell right now. And let's see, let me do this. There was the buy, that was from August the 5th as well, but it ran away. It didn't give you a chance to get in. So I'm expecting it to pull back down into 60, somewhere in here. Just under 60.64. So that's over 200 away too. So that's going to take a while. Pound CAD, going to squeeze it in. There's the buy from August the 8th. And it done the same thing as the pound dollar did. That little piece, if you didn't get that little push down right there, you didn't get in. It never came back to be able to get you. So I'm expecting it to come back and retest. See, we broke the pivot right here, closed above it. I'm expecting a retest on it, which would mean it would come back to somewhere in here, 174.50. It's 180 away from where it's trading, so got a little ways to wait. But there is a sell opportunity that's there right now on it, the pound CAD. So that does look interesting. I got a feeling there's going to be another push up somewhere up into here, and it may fail right there before it falls off. Because I was looking at the next pivot out, which is we've already gone to that, 179.75, which is a good ways off, about 280, actually more than that from where we're trading. So I'm going to keep an eye on the pound CAD for a short, but I just got a feeling it's going to push up, make a little bit higher high before it sells off. See, they're flushed down right there. These always get filled in. Now, it may take a little while because this happened on August the 6th, and we didn't fill it in until the 13th. It took a whole week before it filled it in, but we're back up to it. See, when this happens, it gets filled in. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a while. So I watch for all those too, because I know at some point if I can get my setup, which the pound CAD had one little opportunity, and then it ran away. The pound yen, let me squeeze that together. It's made a 1 hour sell, and that was back at about 4 o'clock this morning. Europe session, and it's sold off, but it's not been a great sell off. It has sold off some, but not a great sell off. So for me, there's nothing to do here just yet. The risk to reward is too great because it's too far away from where the arrows are. Euro New Zealand, we'll squeeze that in. It's got a buy It does have a low risk buy. I'm expecting this to retest or come close to retesting that pivot resistance right there. That's yearly. It's not monthly, weekly, daily. It is yearly. Very important. The yearly is very important. So there could be a buy opportunity. Let me squeeze down, see if we got 500, over 500 to go to get down to there, which that could happen. But I would think there's going to be a retest before we go crashing down toward that. So there could be a buy opportunity here on the Euro New Zealand now, low risk trade. The low of the arrows, actually the low of this is 108.67, 180.67, and we're trading at 180.95. So it's 28 plus the spread, so it's within my parameters for a buy opportunity on the Euro New Zealand. Now the pound New Zealand does not have the same picture. That does not look good at all. It came down, came down, came down, came down. It's not gone any higher. So it's going to be interesting to see what this does right here. Because if I was to get in to buy, if there is a setup in here, the low right there of that candle, not the arrow candles, but that low right there would be the stop. And that's on the pound New Zealand. And see how we flushed down? I'm expecting that to come back up into here, which would be a retest of that yearly pivot. So that could very well happen. I may look for a buy on both the Euro New Zealand, the pound New Zealand, and a sell on the pound CAD. But I think the pound CAD's got to make one more little push up higher, and then it could look for a sell. So I don't think it's there quite yet. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. New Zealand yen, it's made a 1 hour sell, but again, it doesn't look all that good. We already had the retest of the pivot where it broke above it. See how important that is? We retested it right there, didn't close above it, come down. It made one more push, closed above it, retested, and then we took off. So the New Zealand yen may not be done just yet to the upside. The Euro Aussie, it's made a 1 hour buy. It has actually come back down into the buy. How far away are we from the next? Oh, we're not that far. Oh yeah, we are too. 400 away from the yearly pivot. Interesting. It's kind of stuck in the middle right there from where we're at. So this could go either way. That doesn't look good at all right now. But that could go either way. And that's on the Euro Aussie. Euro CAD made a big up move. See, it had his buy over here. You had a couple of opportunities to get in. You had 1, 2, 3, actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get in, and there's the push up. And that is looking like a buy. It looks like there's going to be a retest of, guess what, where we close below the yearly pivot. Looks like there's going to be a retest of the yearly pivot, and then who knows from there where we'll be going. So that looks like that's where that's heading, and that is just 60 away, actually 55 away. So it's not a whole lot there. So there is a good opportunity that's going to push up to there and then fail on the Euro. It may actually even close above that, fakes people out like it did there, and then it's sold off. Pound Aussie, it's made a buy at 1, 2 opportunities. That's not a low risk trade though, where it's trading right now if you're not in it already. See, the low is 193.22 and we're at 91, so that's 70 plus the spread, so that's too far, too big a risk on that trade. The pound Aussie for a buy. I'm going to look at this to see. I've got a feeling there's going to be a retest of that yearly pivot right there because of that wick. That may only go up and fill in half of that wick and then falter, get pretty close to that. So there could be a buy opportunity in here. But I got to keep an eye on that one too. There's several to keep an eye on because we got news tomorrow and Thursday. So just keep that in mind. CAD yen is in the sell. See how it came back up into the middle of the wick and then it's sold off. So I'm going to squeeze that in. Let y'all see this, how important this stuff is. That purple, I'm not sure what color it is on y'all. It's purple on mine. That's a yearly pivot. See how we closed above it? We came back down, come close to retesting it, and then it took off. And that was a good buy opportunity there. Tried to run away, come back, gave you a low risk trade, and boom. You can hang on to these. There's no reason to get out when these things happen, because you can just kind of follow it as long as it's making higher highs. Like here, you have to wait till it makes that high, then pull down, makes a higher high, then you can move your stop to there. And there's where it made the higher high, come down, but it did make a higher high, come back down, still didn't stop you out. Your stop's here. Come back up, didn't make a higher high. Then as it made this push right here, the higher high, now you could actually move your stop all the way up to here, from over here. And you continue following it up. And yes, it did made a little bit higher high. I don't think by much, 107.405, about 18 pips. So that one did make a higher high right there. So your stop would have been right there, and you would have got stopped out right there. And it's not really gone much higher. Tried to there, did a little bit, and it's back actually below where you got stopped out, or down too far from where you had your stop at, which is back over here. So I'm trying to show you guys how important this yearly pivot is. A lot of people use the daily pivots and the weekly pivots, and the monthly pivots are pretty important too. But the yearly pivot is definitely the most important by far. And I think I've proved that over and over again. But y'all can do the history, the research, back test on this and see for yourself. And I think you'll see you'll come to the same conclusion as me. Euro yen has made a 1 hour sell. There's the push up. If you're going to get in the sell right now, this arrow is your stop, the high of that arrow, and it makes a low risk trade. That high is 161.79. We're trading at 36, so that's 43 plus the spread, whatever your spread is, and it's gone as high as 52. So that would have been actually 27. So that's definitely within the parameters, but that's your stop, that high, not the arrows, that high. Because if it takes that out, it's going to take that out. But see, on the yearly pivot, which was resistance, we went up, tested it, we did not close above it. Came back down, they had to get one more push, drove it up, closed above it, we came back, huddled on the pivot, went back above it, retested it, and had gone even higher and haven't gone higher yet. So there is a chance we're heading up to here. And that's on the euro yen. So, but there is a gap right there. That's the only thing that concerns me. There is a gap right there that's got to get filled in. So there could be a push back down into here, fill in the gap, and then head up. So the Aussie yen, we'll squeeze it in. Again, there's the yearly pivot. You can kind of see what happened. I'll squeeze this over. We had actually come down, we closed above it, went down a pretty good bit. Oh, that's actually 350 pips from the yearly pivot to that low. Excuse me, but again, see the big wick, that's got to get filled in some, which would take it back down into here. But we went back, closed above the yearly pivot, retested the yearly pivot, and took off. So nobody can convince me this is not the most important pivot, is the yearly. There's too much evidence here. But there's people that don't. They'll argue with you all day long that the daily and the weekly are the most important. But I mean, I think I'm proving my point. But you can believe who you want to. Do your own research, which I've told y'all before. Do your own research. And the truth comes out. And that's on the Aussie yen. It has made a 1 hour sale like the Euro yen. If you was to get in it, that high's got to be your stop right there, not the arrows, because if it takes that out, it's going to take that out and go higher. So, and there's a good chance of that happening, because the next one is back up here, 360 pips away. So we're basically right in the middle of those two. So that could actually go either way. There could be, this is where we're heading first before we sell off, or we're going to head back down here into this zone and then push up higher. That's on the Aussie yen. So, of course, this video has been recorded. If you guys got any questions or comments, feel free to go to my video. Underneath the video, there's a comment section, and you're welcome to put the comment or ask a question in there. And I usually get back to people pretty quickly on that. So again, I apologize for having the video late, but I'm in no trades. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm in no trades, but I am looking for a pound CAD sell, Euro New Zealand buy, and not pound New Zealand, Euro Aussie buy. And the pound Aussie could be a buy too, because the yearly pivot resistance is a long ways away. Let me see if I can move this too, because we got that wick. You got two things, the yearly pivot and that wick, because it's going to get filled in, and at least half of it. Sometimes it takes it all out, but at least a half of it, which is going to push us up toward there anyway. So we got to see what happens on this one, because this is a potential buy as well on the pound Aussie. But got to keep an eye out during the Asian session tonight. Unfortunately, I go to bed about 10:30 Eastern time, because our dog gets us up about 6:15. So that's why some trades I'm able to get in early in the morning, because I'm up after I take her out. That's what I look at. So, plan on having another video tomorrow. I've got a couple errands I have to run, but I think it's in the morning time, and I should be back early afternoon to be able to do another video. So I hope everybody has a good evening. If you are in trades, please monitor them. Remember, don't follow anybody blindly, and that includes me, because this is currency trading is just like trading the futures or buying stocks or anything else on the stock market. It's very risky, and you can lose all your money. So do your due diligence and research, and don't follow anybody blindly, and of course that includes myself. So we will see you guys tomorrow with another video.